Once upon a time, there lived a fox and a hare. The fox lived in the house of snow, and the hare lived in the house of wood. The spring came, and the fox's house melted. The house of the hare stood firm. So the fox asked the hare if he could come in to warm himself. The fox then drove the hare out. The hare started crying. He started walking on the road, and on the way met two dogs. The dogs asked the hare why he was crying. "Leave me alone, dogs. Who doesn't cry? I had a wooden house, while the fox had one of snow. He came into my house to warm himself and drove me out." "Don't cry, hare," barked the dogs. "We will chase the fox out of your house." "No, you won't," cried the hare. "Oh, yes, we will," the dog said, and went to the hare's house. The hare and the dogs. "Woof, woof, woof! Come out, you willy fox! Go away before I come and tear you to pieces," the fox shouted from inside. Afraid, the dogs ran away. The hare again went on his way crying. Now he met a bear who asked him, "Why are you crying?" The hare again said, "Leave me alone, bears. Who doesn't cry? I had a wooden house, while the fox had one of snow. He came into my house to warm himself and then drove me out." "Don't cry, hare," said the bear. "I'll chase him out." "No, you won't. The dogs also tried and failed. So what can you do?" said the hare. "Oh, yes, I will," said the bear. Off they went to chase the fox out. "Come on out, fox," roared the bear. The fox shouted from inside, "Go away before I tear you to pieces." Afraid, the bear also ran away. Once again, the hare went on his way crying. He was helpless. Nobody was there to help him. The hare and the ox. The hare now met an ox, who also asked, "Why are you crying?" To the ox also, the hare said, "Leave me alone, ox. Who doesn't cry? I had a wooden house, while the fox had one of snow. He came into my house to warm himself and then drove me out." Sympathetically, the ox said, "Come with me, I'll chase him out." "No, you won't," said the hare. The dogs tried and failed. The bear also tried and failed. "What better can you do?" "Oh, yes, I will," said the ox. Together they went to the hare's house. "Come on out, fox," but the fox shouted from inside, "Go away before I tear you to pieces." The ox also ran away in terror. Yet again, the hare went on his way crying and met a cock with a scalpel. He asked the hare why he was crying. The hare repeated, "Leave me alone, cock. Who doesn't cry? I had a wooden house, while the fox had one of snow. He came into my house to warm himself and then drove me out." Who lived in the skull? Once, a horse's skull was lying in the open field. It was picked up by the ants and cleaned. Now it shone bright white in the sunlight. A little burrowing mouse came passing by. He saw the white skull and thought it to make it his own palace. He called out, little house, who lives in this little house?" No one answered because it was vacant and no one lived in it. "I will live in the house," said the little burrowing mouse, and he went inside, and he set up his house in the horse's skull. A grumping frog came along and asked, little house, who lives in this little house?" "I am a burrowing mouse." "Who are you?" asked the mouse. "I am a grumping frog," said the frog. "Come in and feel at home," said the mouse. So the frog went in, and the two of them lived together. Now came the fluffy hare running by. The mouse and the frog called him in, and they began to live together.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.